And welcome to the Tournament of Champions post-game show presented by AMF. And yes, that is a very happy 22-year-old Alex Horton hoisting the trophy after he won his first PBA Tour title, and it just happens to be a major, and he's joined us now on the set. And Alex, when do you think it will hit you that you are now a major champion in the PBA Tour?
Partially it's hit right now, but I think it'll truly honestly hit when I leave the bowling alley, get out of here, and realize what I just accomplished right there.
Yeah.
Alex, we saw you raise the trophy there, and you let out a pretty big sigh. You know, winning a PBA tournament probably required you as a bowler to do something you've never done. What did you learn about yourself this week?
Hey, it's just one of those things where, you know, I put in a lot of hard work to be in this situation, and to see it finally pay off in a situation like that, it just feels amazing. So.
Yeah, and talk about that. You were a PTQ player.
Your journey.
You're not even able to get into the field some weeks. So talk about that hard work you put in and going through the PTQs throughout the whole season.
Yeah, so obviously just signing up and bowling the PTQs in itself is a gamble, because you don't get guaranteed reps into the main field. So it's extra work to be able to get through those PTQs and then bowl into the main field. And then for me, my situation was just trying to gain experience with the main field. So anything after that was very cool to go through, and here we are at the end of the tournament with the championship. So it's amazing.
He's a quick learner.
A very quick learner. So we say into the tournament. Let's take a look at how we got to this point with Alex sitting next to us. What an eventful Tournament of Champions it has been, with Belmo looking for his 5th title and going up against Brandon Bonta, who bowled a 300 to start the season off as the first rookie to win a title. And it was Belmo who was able to advance out of that first match.
Yeah, Belmo finishing that match with the back 6, looking like the Belmo of old. But then match 2 happens, the lanes transition. Belmo 4 opens in that game. Andrew finding a way to control the pocket, make great shots, cruises through that match, and now he's moving on to the next one.
Yeah, and he had the confidence going up against Alex Horton here as the number 2 seed. And Alex took that confidence right away.
Yeah, Alex, you elected to go with some urethane there. You started to get a couple hits. Did that kind of loosen you up a little bit, start getting more comfortable?
Yeah, the first 2 shots were important to get my feet under me, to kind of shake off those first nerves. And once I did that, I just knew it was going to come down to execution. So
many times we've heard the pros and the veterans say you can't feel your legs maybe in that first game. Did you have any of that, or did you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I could feel everything perfectly fine. I was just like, hey, I just want to hit my target, hit what I'm looking at for those first couple of shots, and then go from there.
Well, you did, and you got dialed in quickly, and now you're holding that trophy. Tournament of Champions champion, major champion, Alex Horton. How's that sound?
Amazing. Yeah, first year, cannot complain with that at all. Yeah.
How do you feel about not having to bowl the PTQ?
Has that sunk in yet?
That definitely has not sunk in yet. Definitely not. I think it will truly sink in, honestly, next week at the World Series, when I realize I don't have to bowl it. So.
Yeah, you're in the field.
That's right.
Yeah.
Automatically in the field after winning today. And again, we talk about the rookies. And you had said to us yesterday that when Brandon Bonta actually won to start the season, that really inspired you to come out and bowl. And obviously that was a good decision.
Yeah, great decision. Seeing a rookie that, I grew up bowling against Brandon Bonta at a lot of tournaments, and seeing him win to start the year, it truly gives inspiration for the younger guys to be able to say, hey, that we can go out and compete. And, I attest some of this victory to him, after his win. It truly made me believe myself that I could come out here and compete as well. So.
And in the rookies, obviously it's been amazing what you guys have been able to do. What can you attribute that to? Why do you think the rookies are having so much success this year?
Yeah, honestly, as crazy as it sounds, a lot of the rookies nowadays, we have a lot of experience. We've bowled a lot. So most of the stuff on tour, it just comes down to how can you handle the nerves and the pressure, honestly, because we've seen a lot of these shapes growing up, bowling at different tournaments and things like that. So I think it just comes down to if you can control your nerves in those best moments, you'll be there at the end. So.
How is bowling at Indiana Tech? And by the way, I'm guessing they're pretty fired up right now.
Yeah.
How is bowling there compared to what you just experienced today?
College bowling is a completely different animal compared to being out on tour. One thing, obviously, you have 7 other guys that are rooting you on, that you can support you. Out here on the tour, it's completely individual. So from that standpoint, you don't have anyone to lean on when you're struggling. That's the first thing that I noticed when I was out here, when I started struggling a little bit, was that you don't have other guys to lean on. So from that aspect, it was kind of like, hey, you're out here on your own. Let's lock in and make the most of it.
Well, you told us that you have a degree in financial services. Now you just been, you're getting $100K deposited into your bank account. What are we doing with that $100,000?
First, I'm gonna get myself a new pair of Jordans. Get some nice kicks. Get some nice kicks. That'll be one thing I'm gonna do. But honestly, other than that, just save it, put it away, honestly, and
invest?
keep going. Yeah, of course.
Because you're good at that.
Use your
Yes,
degree.
sir. Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we talked a little bit about the World Series of Bowling. What can you expect there? You've got 4 events that you're going to be bowling in. Can you carry this confidence and momentum into that?
Of course I can carry this confidence over. Yeah. The goal there was obviously to get out of the PTQ, but now since we're in the main field, once again, it's just kind of getting the experience under my belt for that situation, the World Series. Enjoy myself because, the season's already been memorable and great, so.
Yeah, well, we saw at the end there, Belmo coming up, giving you a pin, giving you some words of something. You care to share what he said to you?
Yeah, he was just saying that in his major championships, he keeps pins from the rack, and he's like, this is your first major championship, so you should do this, and I'd like to see you get 10. And it truly meant a lot because Belmo's obviously one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, that's got to mean a lot coming from, one of the greats.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If not the greatest.
If not the greatest.
When you're talking about majors, he's got 15 of them, and he just told you, hey, hang on to a pin from your major championship.
That's a guy that's been there before.
Yeah.
He's got a rack and a half.
Yeah.
You got your first pin.
Yes, sir. You
got to feel good about that.
Amazing.
All right, so let's look ahead to the World Series of Bowling and what it's going to take. It's 2 weeks out, and it kicks off with Cheetah Championship. That's on the 9th of May. Then Chameleon, Scorpion, and Shark Champion. And again, a reminder, it's on CBS Sports, and 4 events will be on the PBA 50 Tour. So again, all those times Eastern. Here's that PBA 50 World Series of Bowling schedule with those 4 matches. That's, you will have to wait, because being only 22, you can't even get close to the PBA 50 tour for, what is it? I'll do the math quickly here. Is it 28 years? Yeah, 28 years.
Long time. Yeah.
So this starts your career. I know that at the beginning of the year, you weren't sure if you were going to be a PBA bowler. Does this solidify that this is a place that you want to make a living for the next few years?
Yeah. Winning the Tournament of Champions, this is the biggest tournament that you can win. Definitely proves that I belong out here, so I'm gonna be out here for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, well, congrats, man. We've seen it again, but great way to start your career. I'm excited to see what you're going to do with the World Series.
Yes, thank you so much, Kyle.
Yep.
Alex Horton, he has done it. He has won the 2026 PBA Tournament of Champions, and he did it in fine fashion. Coming from the number 2 seed, he was able to defeat Andrew Anderson and then go on to take out the number 1 seed, Zach Wilkins. He is a major champion. Alex Horton